I will open the session. The Honorable Professor Rizal Yahya, SEMSC, PhD, CACRP, as the lecturer for today's event. The Honorable Ms. Fitri Wahyuni, SEMSC, as the Head of International Program of Accounting, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi washabbihi ajmain amma ba'du. Praise to the presence of God Almighty, who still gives His guidance and mercy to all of us, so that we can attend this summer school in a good health. Blessings and greetings let us always devote to our Lord, the Prophet Muhammad, who had brought us from the time of Jahiliyah, heading into the era that is full of inayah as today. The topic of today's class is implementation of Muamalah, principle in Sharia transaction, which will be delivered by our speaker, Professor Rizal Yahya. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Nabila Safitri as the Master of Ceremony. Here, I would like to show you the agendas we have arranged today. The first agenda is opening. The second agenda is introducing our speaker. The third agenda is lecture session. The fourth agenda is question and answer session. And the next agenda is photo session. And the last agenda is closing. Let us start the first agenda, that is opening, by reciting Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Then the next agenda is introducing our speaker. Our speaker is Professor Rizal Yahya. Professor Rizal Yahya is a professor in accounting, Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta. Professor Rizal Yahya now is a dean in Faculty of Economics and Business, Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, and Professor Rizal Yahya educational record is Bachelor in Accounting, Department of Accounting, Universitas Gadjah Mada in Indonesia from 1992 until 1997, and the Master of Science in Accounting, International Islamic University, Malaysia from 2001 until 2003, and the Doctor of Philosophy in Accounting, University of Aberdeen in the United Kingdom 2009 until 2013. And for the practical experience, Professor Rizal Yahya was a member of Sharia Supervisory Board in Islamic Rural Bank in Yogyakarta, and the chairman of BMT Universitas Muhammadiyah Yogyakarta, and the supervisor of Lazismu, National Zakat Agency of Muhammadiyah Institution. Okay, the next agenda is class session in the subject of Islamic banking, accounting, and governance, and will be delivered by Professor Rizal Yahya. For Professor Rizal Yahya, time is yours.
Thank you so much, Mbak Nabila. Can you hear my voice, Mbak Nabila?
Yes, sir. Okay. I can hear your voice.
Okay. How many minutes my time, Mbak Nabila?
40 until 50 minutes, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will make sure that in 40 minutes I can finish my presentation.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, maybe the spotlight can go to me, Mbak Nabila. Okay, thank you. Let's second. I will share my screen. But Nabila, can you confirm whether you've seen my slide?
Yes, sir.
So much. Mine here. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Alhamdulillah. Today we are going to meet for my session with implementation of Muamalah principle and Sharia transaction. Very happy to be here to meet you, students from Muhammadiyah Jogja, from Malaysia and Palestine, if I'm mistaken, and other campus, and hope that you can make collaboration with among you and also we can have good knowledge on the topic that we have, on the class that we have. Okay, what I'm going to present is the, wait a second, I like to get it up. Okay, I think I will just, okay, set an overview. Definition, scope, Sharia principles in finance, probity transaction, Islamic financial institution, and financial contract in Islamic financial institution. Okay, I go straight, or Sharia itself, yeah, it is the topic to be delivered to me. And I guess the reason to appoint me for this one is not because I'm the Dean of Faculty Economics, but because I'm the member of Sharia Supervisory Board in one of the Islamic bank in Indonesia. It is Islamic Rural Bank, Bangun Derajat Warga. It is a bank with 160 billion rupiahs asset, where I work as the supervisor of the Sharia aspect in the bank. Okay, Sharia itself is Islamic law. Yeah, it is the rules by Allah SWT for His servant, for us as His creature through His messenger, Prophet Muhammad SAW, and it is revealed through from the Quran and Sunnah. And we also have the term fiqh. Fiqh is Islamic jurisprudence. Yeah, it is the knowledge of practical Sharia rules, and it is ijtihad. Yeah, and it is fiqh is a product of thought of the scholar, Muslim scholar. So it is Sharia itself is from Allah and the Prophet, and fiqh is the rules that's derived from Sharia. So we have to remember that. And sometimes they use the term the same, interchangeable, Sharia and fiqh, but we have to be aware that Sharia is from Allah, yeah, Quran and Sunnah, and fiqh is the thought of the Muslim scholars, yeah, taken from the Sharia. Now, Islam, yeah, we have known that we have Islamic finance institution, yeah. For us to be understood that that institution is not only for Muslim, yeah, it is a represented set of beliefs from Islam, but the benefits of this social, political, economic principle is not to Muslim only. They are also beneficial for the mankind. Yeah. Okay. Now, in terms of for Muslims, why Islamic finance? Yeah. We look at the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah 208. Yeah. Ya ayyuhalladzina amanu udkhulu fis-silmi kafah wa la tattabi'u khutuwati syaitan innahu lakum aduwwum mubin. Allah reminded the believer, ya, beriman, ya, mukmin, that enter into Islam, ya, wholeheartedly, so not partially, not half, ya, wholeheartedly, and do not follow Satan's footsteps, and surely Satan is our sworn enemy. So this is if we our life is our activity should also consistent comply with Islamic with guidance. Yeah. So this is the basic why for us the Muslim so have the Islamic finance. Okay. Components of Sharia, yeah, it is comprehensive. It includes Aqidah, faith and belief, yeah. Includes fiqh, practices, activities, yeah, and then akhlaq, moralities and ethics. So these three aspects is composed for the Sharia, yeah. Aqidah is about belief, concern, faith and beliefs in Allah and His will, and fiqh is about practical And akhlaq is our behavior, attitude, and ethics in our practical actions. Now, we look at the fiqh itself, or ibadah, yeah. Things is proper one, ibadah, where ibadah, yeah, consists of the ibadah or mahdoh and ibadah ghairu mahdoh. Sometimes people say ibadah mahdoh, just called ibadah, it is worship to Allah. And ibadah ghairu mahdoh, yeah, it is called by muamalat, yeah. So ibadah mahdoh is relationship with man, human, mankind with the God, worshiping Allah. And then ibadah ghairu mahdoh or muamalat is the relationship between man and other creatures of Allah. So, and then we have in the relation with the ibadah ghairu mahdoh or muamalah, there is political activities, economic activities, and social activities. Now look at that economic activities, there is commercial activities, there is non-commercial or charitable or non-profit activity. The commercial, like trading, banking, finance, investment, or the non-commercial or charitable is like zakat, wakaf, and sedekah. Now, at this time, our summer school class is about the Islamic financial institution. Okay. Now, we go back with the Sharia itself. Yeah, what is, this is a question, what is the source of Sharia? Source of Sharia, there's primary source, and there is also secondary source. The primary source, yeah, is Quran, Sunnah, Ijma, Qiyas. Now, there are these four primary source of Sharia. Yeah, Quran, we know very well. Yeah, it is the revelation from Allah, wahyu, and then the words of Allah revealed to Prophet Muhammad SAW in Arabic is the guidance for mankind. It is universal, comprehensive, eternal, and fundamental messages. And as already said by Allah, that Quran, He will keep its originality, and until now we have Quran which doesn't change from what's revealed to Prophet Muhammad until now. Quran does not change at all, and it is one of the miracle that we still have until now. And then Sunnah is actions, sayings, behavior, and tacit approvals of Prophet Muhammad SAW under a variety of circumstances in life. There are many aspects in Quran which does not mention about its detail and how it is practiced. For example, in Quran, Allah command people to pray, but how to pray? Yeah, we follow the Sunnah, what the Prophet do, how Prophet do the prayer. So it is complementary Sunnah from the Quran. So this is the source of Sharia. Yeah, and then other source of Sharia is Ijma. Ijma is consensus of opinions of mujtahids. Yeah, mujtahid is the learned scholars, Muslim scholars who has the competency, yeah, in making the opinion on the law that's taken from the Quran and Sunnah. And it is agreement of Muslim juries at particular time, question of law. So it's a gathering of Muslim scholars, yeah, those who has capability to interpret the Quran and then what it means in the Quran or Sunnah said. And then there's Qiyas, is a process of reasoning by analogy of mujtahid with regard to difficult or doubtful question of doctrine or practice by comparing them with similar cases already settled by authority of Quran or Sunnah. So comparing methodology, yeah, there is one particular aspect has already had the law in Islam. For example, khamar, it is prohibited. And then, but there are other drink that needs to be stated whether it is haram or not, and compare the khamar with the other drink, whether it gives the similar effect. If it is similar, then they will give the same law that it is prohibited, like khamar. So this is qiyas. And there's other source of Sharia which is considered as secondary. It is istisan, juristic preference, yeah, and then maslahah. And we look at the maslahah, we consider, yeah, what is the good things for the community, yeah, and then this is the maslahah. Look at it, yeah. And this is what we use the maqasid Sharia also. We will discuss that later. Yeah, to protect religion, protect life, akal, intellect, family, and property. And there's istisab, presumption of continuity, maintaining continuity of established legal rule in absence of any evidence showing otherwise. So istisab. And sat ad-darai, yeah, it is blocking the means to something forbidden in Sharia. Yeah, if it is something prohibited in Sharia, so the means to enter that, it is blocked. Yeah, for example, the alcohol or alcohol drink, it is prohibited, so the any selling of the alcohol is prohibited, for example. And then there's oath also the source, secondary source of Sharia. It is customary practice. Yeah, this is the customary practice committee. Yeah, as long as it is not contrary to the Islamic principle, it is accepted by Sharia. Yeah, for example, the oath people during the Eid al-Fitri, yeah, they go back home to visit the parents, yeah. It is the oath customary, yeah. And also type of customary practice, for example, in terms of the akad, yeah. In that akad, as long as the customary practice is acceptable, so the Islam will also consider this legally accepted in Islam. Yeah, for example, in that certain area, if you want to selling something, yeah, you have to use the stamp, for example. That's oath. This, so the valid one is you use stamp. Yeah. So and then fatwa sahaba, rulings of the companions, pronouncement by companion Sharia matters after the demise Prophet Sallallahu. So this source of Sharia, yeah. And then what are the objective of Sharia? Call it as maqasid Sharia, yeah. There are 5 objectives of Sharia, yeah. First, we call it as Ibzuddin, maintaining religion or preserving religion. Ibzud nafs, nourishing or preserving the soul or life. Ibzud akal, preserving or nurturing mind. And Ibzud nasab, nurturing offspring of family. And Ibzud mal, yeah, preserving the treasures. So all the what the Sharia do by having prohibiting something, yeah, haram, yeah, prohibiting the haram, encouraging using the compulsory to do something wajib, or encouraging to do sunnah, yeah, try to avoid, yeah, the makruh, and then mubah. The Sharia, the fiqh come to that 5 aspects: haram, makruh, mubah, sunnah, and wajib. Yeah, the reason to make that law, yeah, is to for these 5 aspect, 5 objective. Yeah, for example, why people is not allowed to drink alcohol? Why not allowed to sell alcohol? It is because to preserve the akal, hibzul akal. Yeah. Okay. So this is what and we're going to go further. And hibs mal, there are certain transactions which is not accepted. This, for example, you do riba, yeah, and then you do maisir, gambling, yeah. This is to protect the wealth, yeah, hibzul mal, yeah. Okay, so this is the objective of the Sharia. And Sharia compliance in financial activities, it is demarcation between devotional acts and commercial matters. Muamalah. Okay, and then the basically, yeah, all aspects in the muamalah is permissible except things that it is prohibited or others that the Sharia say different. And therefore, the Sharia, it opens the wide door for innovation because everything is permissible, yeah, except certain things which is not allowed. So more innovation that we can have, yeah. And every contact is under lawful and acceptable if no principle of Sharia has been contravened, yeah. And then there are some Islamic commercial contracts. The Islamic commercial contracts are free from riba, gharar, maisir, and other prohibited transactions. So we look at that later on. Okay. In general, we can consider, yeah, three reasons why a transaction is prohibited. Yeah, the three reason is the first because the substance is forbidden or prohibited. Yeah, and the substance. Second one, yeah, because the process, yeah, apart from the substance is prohibited or the process, and the third one is the contract is invalid. So to be accepted by Islam, these three aspects should be fulfilled. Yeah. Okay. Now, prohibition transaction that are unlawful. It is in terms of substance, like prohibitions illegal. This prohibition against illegal transaction is associated with explicit prohibition mentioned in Quran and Sunnah. Yeah, there's a principle. Muamalah is necessity to avoid harm. Yeah, and from Islamic financial industry, yeah, prohibition transaction contain haram substance manifested in form of provision on providing financing related to food and beverage production activities and action that are prohibited in Islam or forbidden in Islam. Yeah, for example, yeah, you're not allowed to sell alcohol drink. Yeah, that can make drunk. Not allowed to sell them pornography. Yeah, and then also not allowed to sell them food that has them from certain animals which is prohibited by Islam, like pig, yeah, and also the wild animal. This is prohibited. Yeah. Okay. Now, then there is also prohibition unlawful transaction other than the substance. Yeah. So this is about the process of obtaining the profit that they have. Yeah, obtaining the wealth. So this terms of riba, yeah, interest or usury, and then goror, yeah, maisir, ihtikar, bay najas, and gils or tadlis. Yeah, I will go very quick with this. Yeah, I assume that most of you have already understand of this one, but I will go very quick with this one. Tadlis or gis, yeah, transaction contains a principle that is unknown to one party. Yeah, it is called also the act of cheating to profit from ignorance of others. Yeah, there's hadith narrative from Abu Hurairah that Prophet passed a pile of wheat flour that was being sold. Then he put his hand into the pile, and it turned out that inside was wet. And then the Prophet asked, "What is this? A flour seller?" He replied, "It was raining." yeah, or messenger was wet, yeah, then he said, why don't you put it at the top so that people can see it? Surely those who deceive are not among me. So, so we don't not allowed to do this. So transaction should be clear. Both parties should know, yeah, the effect. And tallies can be quantity, quality, price, delivery time. So both parties should know the quantity. Yeah, you cannot manipulate the scale. Yeah, so that's actually the weight is not 1 kilo, and then manipulating the weight, which is the exactly actually the weight is 800 grams, but then the scale so 1 kilo is manipulating the, in terms of quantity, it is tatless. Quality is what the prophet, the hadith before, and in terms of the price, yeah, you hide the price, and then all of a sudden, and you tell the price which is much higher than it's supposed to be, yeah, it is deceiving. And delivery of time also, it should be clear, other party knows the delivery of time, not because you want to get the contract and you tell that, yes, we'll deliver in 2 days. Actually, you will not be able to deliver in 2 days, as you say. Yeah, so this deceiving time is. And gharar is absence of basic information on both parties in buying and selling transactions. So if tali is only one party that know and the other party does not know, in terms of gharar, yeah, both party does not know, yeah. Narrative Abu Hurairah that Prophet forbade the buying and selling of hasa, buying and selling of land that determines its size as far as stone's throw, also forbids buying and selling of gharar. So gharar can happen for the quantity, yeah, for quality, price, delivery of time. For example, before harvest, you buy, yeah, the rice, but instant harvest, wait for 1 month with the agreement, yeah, all the result of the harvest will go to the buyer, and if it is not success the harvest, then the buyer lost. But if it is success, the buyer, all the products goes to the buyer. So this is, yeah, all the aspects in terms of the buyer. Okay, now I go, yeah. Maybe please don't type there. We can discuss it later, yeah. I don't know how to erase it, Anwar was typing there. Please, okay, thank you so much, yeah. We'll discuss later. Okay. I just know that we can do the writing while people present it. Thank you. And then gharar has two types of gharar fasis and gharar yasir. Gharar fasis is major uncertainty, yeah. Uncertainty so great it becomes unacceptable, yeah. Sale of non-existent object, yeah. You sell the lost car, is not a lot, is uncertainty, yeah. Gharar fasis. Sale of object that unable to be delivered, yeah. The object is still in this conflict and will not be able to deliver, yeah. And then this gharar fasis cannot, yeah, sell the object which is now become as the guaranteed. Now you cannot do that, yeah. You cannot deliver that, yeah. And subject not according to the agreed specification, so it is not allowed. But also gharar yasir, minor uncertainty. Uncertainty which is considered normal phenomenon in the market if it is not excessive, where the effect on the economy and society is considered minimal. This is accepted by Sharia, as it would be practically impossible to eradicate it from the market. For example, yeah, you stay in the hotel provide food that's include, it is gharar yasir in terms of the how many food that you're going to eat. You're not sure how many food that you're going to eat. Then the hotel provider also not sure, yeah, about it, yeah. So, but this is gharar yasir, yeah, and it is acceptable. Yeah, this is also one reason why ulama say that all you can eat transactions is acceptable. Yeah, actually this is gharar yasir. Yeah, because don't know how much you're going to eat, and the seller does not know also how much you eat. Yeah, but also some people say all you eat is unacceptable. Yeah, because it's gharar. But if you differentiate the two types of gharar, they will be acceptable. Okay. Then there's by itikar strive for scarcity. It is strive for scarcity of goods by hoarding. Yeah, was narrated by from Muammar bin Abdullah that those who do itikar is sinful. This is manipulation of the supply. Yeah, you hoard the goods. The goods is the good that people need. Yeah, the basic needs. Yeah, if you hoard for the luxury goods, it is not considered in terms of by itikar. Basic needs like rice and then also the oil. Yeah, last time Indonesia this happened, cooking oil, some people hoard it and expect to have the high price, so it is not allowed in this. Okay, and that's by an-najas. If by ihtikar is manipulation in terms of supply, by an-najas is manipulation in terms of the demand, is the act of creating false demand, as if there is a lot of demand for product, so that the selling price of the product will go up. It is not a lot. Yeah, was narrated from Abdullah bin Umar said the Messenger of Allah forbade najas. Yeah, and Maisir is a game where one party will gain advantage while the other party will suffer loss. Yeah, the basis, yeah, of this one is you believe this is the Quran. Indeed, drinking alcohol, gambling, yeah, sacrifice on stone altars, divining arrows are defilement from the work of Satan. So avoid it. You may be successful. Satan only wants to cause between you animosity and hatred through drinking alcohol and gambling, and to prevent you from the members of Allah and from prayer. Yeah, I think it's Al-Baqarah. Yeah, so Al-Baqarah about this. Okay, now this is prohibited, so we're not allowed to do gambling. Yeah, and this also the reason why companies, yeah, that's gambling company is not considered as the Islamic company. Okay, now do we have also, yeah, wait a second, yeah, okay, I've got things. Oh, I think I missed one slide. Yeah, the other slide supposed to be in here. I will add later and send to you. Is riba? Yeah, riba. Riba, yeah, is the additional, yeah, determined add in the front, yeah, unlawful additional, yeah, agreed, yeah, which is not acceptable. Yeah. Now this riba. Riba can be in terms of loan and also in terms of for the selling. Yeah. And the riba is in the riba goods. Yeah. So riba is not in all goods. Yeah. Riba goods classified into two. One is the for the basic, for the food, yeah, basic need for the food, and riba, the other one is for the money. Yeah, because the hadith, it is on terms of the gold and silver. Yeah, and if you in riba in terms of loan, if you you give a loan and you ask for the additional for them to give back, this considered as riba. This is called as riba nasi'ah. Yeah. And then the other, this also called riba riba jahiliyah, you don't ask that, but if you don't pay on the due date, then there will be additional. This is riba jahiliyah. Yeah. And then riba because of the selling. Yeah. Riba is the selling when you sell two goods. Yeah. And then it is not the exchange of goods not at the same time. Yeah. This is you consider as the riba nasiya also. Yeah. You give one, for example, you exchange the rice with the let's say the wheat. Now you give the rice now and you give the wheat later on. It is riba nasiya. Yeah, it is not allowed. And also the exchange two same things but in different amount. Like you have money 100,000 rupiah and you change with 10,000, supposed to be 10 times 10,000, but then because your 10,000 money is the new money, so it's only 9 times 10,000. It is riba fadil and it is not allowed. Yeah. Okay. Now I go next. Now these are things which is prohibited. Now how about the principle in having the making profit in Islamic finance? There are some principle. First, antara dimingkum, willing to be equally willing. Yeah. So it is willing. Yeah. No force. Yeah. So both parties should be willing. Antara dimingkum. Yeah. So that the transaction is valid. Yeah. So it is not under pressure, under you have to if you don't do the transaction, yeah, your life is in danger or other things. Yeah. And then the second principle, Sharia principle, la taslimu na wala tuslamun. No one is being abused and wronged. Yeah. So that's why it is not allowed to have garar, riba, talis, yeah, to be implemented. And then principles of Islamic finance is the al-kharaj bil daman. Yeah, the result of the business appear with the cost. Yeah, so that's why, yeah, if you sell something, yeah, you can add the margin. Yeah, buying and selling, so the murabah is acceptable because the result of business appear with the cost. But if you lend something, yeah, 1 million, and then you ask extra 100,000 in return, yeah, so it'd be 1.1 million. It is not accepted because, yeah, the result of business does not meet the cost. Yeah, does not fulfill akharat bil daman. And there's another principle, al-gurm bil gurm. Yeah, profit comes with risk. Yeah, you can make profits. Yeah, put investment and then you share the profit and it has risk and it is acceptable. So transaction mudarabah musyarakah are allowed. Okay, now classification of Islamic commercial contracts. Yeah, we have learned before about the prohibited transaction. Now, how the implementation, yeah, the modes of transaction in Islam. Yeah, mode of transaction which is practiced in Islamic financial institution is first sale-based transaction. Yeah, this is the second one, partnership-based, and then lease-based and fee-based and others. Yeah, this especially for these four parts is the types of contracts. Yeah, we look at one by one. Yeah, very quick. Yeah, which is very common. The use is mudarabah, is investment partnership-based investment, mudarabah, musyarakah, and then sales aspects, which is murabahah, and then istisna, and then leasing, fee-based. Yeah, it is ijarah, and then there's also fee-based wakalah agency. Now we look at this one. Murabahah, yeah. Murabahah is, yeah, partnership, yeah, Murabah is the mudarabah investment. Yeah, mudarabah is contract made by two parties, finance business. One party is investor or Rabul Mal, the other party is entrepreneur or mudarib. Yeah. So this one, the equity, yeah, come from the Rabul Mal, investor, and then mudarib, they contribute in terms of the skills. Yeah, if the venture profitable, the profit will be distributed based on agreed ratio. When the loss be borne solely by the provider of capital, yeah. However, if loss caused by mudarib negligence or misconduct, the mudarib shall be liable to bear all the loss. So this mudarabah type of contract. Mudarib cannot guarantee the capital nor return from the venture. So how it's the modes of transaction? Yeah, we have this one, Rabul Mal or capital provider. Yeah, do provide capital and then give it to the mudarabah and use it for the business, and mudarib provide the skills, profit the share, while losses are solely borne by the Rabul Mal. So the pillars of transaction must the contracting parties, two parties should be there, and should be this, and they must have the subject matter. The object is the capital, profit and loss, and they must have ijab kabul, offer acceptance. So this will be considered their transaction is valid. And then musyarakah, yeah, like mudarabah, but musyarakah, both party, yeah, contribute the capital. So not only one party, yeah, and then could be one of them or both of them, and then manage the business, yeah. So this is how they do. Okay. In this case, both party join manage the business. One other manage business with another partner's consent. Any profit from the business will distribute pre-agreed sharing ratio, and the loss will be set basis on the capital participation. So this is the difference between musyarakah and mudarabah. Okay, go here. Yeah, the pillars is quite the same with mudarabah. What's the and one of type musyarakah, they have musyarakah mutanakisah, diminishing partnership. Yeah, word, or musyarakah mutahiyah bitamlik, it's a type of partnership where the partner purchase the unit of share of other partner until the particular partner finally hold the full ownership of the asset business. This is musyarakah mutanakisah. Okay, this is the type of the musyarakah mutanakisah. The different mudarabah musyarakah, under mudarabah only one party contributes capital and one party manage the business. Under musyarakah, both parties contribute capital and both parties can manage the business, or one they give authority to manage it. And capital must be in form of cash, and then also the same, capital can be cash in form of cash. And loss shall be borne by the Rabul Mal for mudarabah, but musyarakah loss shall be borne by partners based on the capital ratio, as long as it is not negligence of those who manage the business. And then they have murabaha type of contract, considered a form of sale, where the seller express mention the cost of the sale committee has incurred and sells it to another person by adding some profit or markup. The feature dismissing from other kind of sales, that seller express disclose the cost of the asset sold and how much profit is going to charge. So they disclose about how much the cost of the goods sold and how much the profit that they take. So here the bank purchase the asset from the supplier and sell to customer at markup price. Okay, being a sale and not loan, the murabah should fulfill all necessary conditions. So this murabah transaction, bank or Islamic financial institution, they buy for product from the supplier and sell to the customer. So the bank get profit not because of lending the money, but because of selling the supply, the product that they get from the supplier. So this is different from the musyarakah or mudarabah before. So under murabaha, the pillars of transaction if both parties are eligible to do transaction and they have underlying assets and they have offer and acceptance. Okay, and there's another is ijarah. Yeah, ijarah has the refers to manfaat. Yeah, the benefit, the contract. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, and the lease is out asset. The lease asset equipment to client at the rental fee. So this is fee-based transaction because of the provide the service or they provide the facility to be used. The ownership of lease equipment remains in the hands of the lessor. Yeah, and then ijarah can be divided to two types: finance lease and operating lease. Finance lease non ijarah muntahiyah bitamlik. Yeah. This one leasing, which is and transfer of ownership. Yeah, and then operating lease, there's no transfer of ownership. Yeah, but although is finance lease, yeah, until the end of the the due date, the end of the contract, the ownership is still with the lessor. So it's clear who has responsible with the asset. Yeah, in normal ijarah, the lease asset must be in existence upon execution of leasing agreement. Yeah. However, the specified under construction asset can be used as a lease asset under principle of ijarah. Okay. Okay. So this is the so the banks, yeah, have the this is how the ijarah, yeah, the process. Yeah, the bank pay to the vendor, and then the vendor provide the asset to the customer. But if it is ijarah muntahiyah bitamlik, the bank should buy the asset. Yeah, so it is owned. But then if it is just ijarah, operating lease does not have to buy the asset. Yeah, why? Because if ijarah muntahiyah bitamlik, there's transfer of asset at the end of the contract. Yeah, so this is how they have it. Yeah, okay, I just go through. Okay, this is okay. So pillars of ijarah, yeah, three pillars or three tenets. Yeah, this contracting party, lessor and lessee. Subject matter, they must have lease payment and lease asset, and must have ijab kabul. So this considered as the fulfill the Sharia requirement for the ijarah. And then we have istisna. Istisna is the selling type of transaction. Yeah, but when the contract is made, the asset is not exist yet, so it will take time to produce the asset. Yeah, for example, producing the house. If the house is not built yet, you cannot use the murabahah. Yeah, you can use the istisna. Yeah, so because it takes time to produce it, so istisna is the solution. Okay, istisna is ordered to request, manufacture, or construct something whereby the requester invited, induced, or caused another to make or manufacture goods for him. Technically, it is contract to purchase or definite price something that may be manufactured or later according to agreed specification between the parties. So you must have the specification. Yeah, it is a contract sell specified item to be manufactured or constructed with obligation on the part of the manufacturer or contractor to deliver the item to the customer. Yeah, on the contract. Yeah, okay. So this is there are istisna. Yeah, because the product is not exist, so it has two contract istisna. One is single istisna, bank with the customer, and then parallel istisna, yeah, or the Islamic financial institution with the customer, with the contractor, yeah, with the contractor. With the contractor, the bank pay to the contractor, then contractor then build that one according to the same specification with the bank promise to the customer. Yeah, so this is the how the istisna done. So in under istisna, yeah, the must contracting parties, yeah, the orderer and then the seller, and the subject matter must be the construction project, and this is not price and completion date, and should have the ijab kabul. Okay, things, yeah, murabah we has discussed before, yeah, it's the same. And wakalah, yeah, is contract whereby somebody hires someone else to act on his behalf, yeah, as his agent for specific tasks, and they receive, as agent, receive the fee for the work. Yeah, so you can see here, yeah, the customer appoints the bank as investment agent, and then the bank, yeah, distribute, yeah, and customer pay the bank agency fee, and then the bank distribute the return capital from the investment. Yeah. Okay. Things, and then wakalah have the contract parties is mewakil or wakil. Yeah. And the subject matter, they have specific responsibility and they have ijab kabul. So we can see here the difference. Yeah. Based on this akad, the contract, how we implement it, how we use it in the financial institution. Yeah, murabah, we use a contract for working capital for asset acquisition. Asset has been there. Underlying asset is tangible asset, and financier can take collaterals usually. Ijarah also, yeah, ijarah can be operating or financial lease, and the underlying asset is the lease asset. Yeah, financier can take collateral. Istisna is construction project financing. Underlying asset is construction project. So bank receive profit, receive income, yeah, receive wealth from the real transaction, not the lending the money, yeah, which is considered as riba. Murabah also, yeah, mudarabah as the project deposit, and customer and the underlying asset is custom business or project, yeah, and then the financier can take also collaterals to protect capital in case of negligence. Musyarakah, where both party contribute capital, so the difference. And wakalah, yeah, working capital for business project, and then underlying asset is customer business or project. Yeah. Okay, I think this about the Sharia contract in the Islamic financial institution. I stop until now so that we can have some discussion from the class. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wait for the question and answer. Thank you. Mbak Nabila, eh?
Yes, Prof.
Okay, Mbak. Yeah.
All right, for the participant who has a question, you can raise your hand or maybe put your question in the chat box.
Hello. Well, if no question, I will ask any of you who can tell about what we have learned today. Can raise hand. Yeah, don't have to tell everything. Maybe some part, and I want to know how you could understand this topic. Maybe we use the other way, but Nabila. Until you have question.
All right, Prof. Okay, for the participant who can explain the question, you can raise your hand.
Okay, this Osama have question. Please, Brother Osama.
Yes, Osama, you can open your mic.
Sama? We don't hear your voice yet. Mbak Nabila, you're mute, Mbak. You're muted, Mbak.
Yes, sir. Okay, Osama, you can open your mic. Wait a minute, sir. Or maybe if you can unmute, you can put, okay, the question.
Okay. Nah, question is the difference between musyarakah and
Murabaha.
Okay, thank you, Osama. Yeah. First, yeah, musyarakah is investment-based transaction. Yeah. Second, murabaha is the well, the other one is murabaha is selling based transaction. So musyarakah, because it is investment, yeah, you get the profit, yeah, or Islamic financial institution will get profit based on the sharing of the could be revenue, could be the profit, yeah, based on which aspect that they agree, yeah. They can be profit sharing, they can be revenue sharing, yeah. So this musyarakah, and you will receive, yeah, your part for the Islamic financial institution, yeah, a certain percentage. So could be this month you receive different from next month based on the revenue or the profit that they produce from the project or from the activity. So this musyarakah. The other one is murabaha. Yeah, murabaha is selling type of transaction. Yeah, in under murabaha there should be asset to be sold. Yeah, and then murabaha, you have to determine how much the cost of goods sold, and then you must state how much profit that you take from the selling of the asset. So this is the murabaha. Now you can the percentage is you can put the certain amount of margin, yeah, from the for your profit, and then yeah, you will receive that. You can receive your the payment include the principal and also the margin that they have. Yeah, so this is the different bit more. So when you have the customer come to you, yeah, they want to buy car, yeah, what contract do you think that you're going to offer, musyarakah or murabaha? Can you write down?
Murabaha.
Muamalah, exactly. Very good. Yeah. And then if there's your customer come to you, yeah, and they say, I have a business, yeah, but the business needs working capital, yeah, to produce, yeah, for example, clothes, yeah. I have some capital, yeah, but it's not enough. Then musyarakah can be alternative. Very good. Yeah, but also this I'm telling you the what in terms of practice. I would like to discuss which one do you think, Osama or Muhammad, yeah, the have higher risk. Is it murabaha or musyarakah?
Can you again the question?
Which contract do you think which have high risk? High risk, you know, risk means that's
yes.
okay.
I know the
Contract do you think that which is higher risk, murabaha or musyarakah?
musharaka.
Musyarakah have high risk because it is based on the revenue
Yes.
customer or based on the profit. Yeah. Now, since it has high risk, what it is practiced in the industry, usually the Islamic financial institution will look at, yeah, whether is there any possibility whether they need for the capital, is there any working capital they're going to use to buy asset. Now, if they working capital is to buy asset, buy machine, yeah, usually, yeah, the Islamic financial institution will separate the contract for the buying the asset, buying the machine. They will use murabahah, but then for the paying for the labor, yeah, for the operational, then they will use the musyarakah, yeah, this to reduce the risk. So this what happened in the industry, yeah, to reduce that one. This practice, yeah, to this how the bank, yeah, because the bank usually try to consider about the risk, yeah, because we know that under musyarakah is there is a loss, both party bear the loss, yeah. The bank will bear the loss also, so there's higher risk. But if they have it with the murabahah, for example, for the buying the asset, so this the bank will receive fixed income because they have sell it and they have already agreed on the how much margin that they have, and it is a lot under Sharia, yeah, as what is say in the Quran, wa halal bai'ah wa haram riba. Allah, yeah, Allah allow selling, yeah, and but Allah prohibit riba, yeah. So selling is accepted. Okay. Another question here: in Islamic banks, there are employees who are honest. Can the rest of other banks, yeah, adhere this transaction? Okay, wait a second. I will open this one. Yeah. In our banks, there are employees are honest. Can the rest of the banks adhere this? Where this employee is a Islamic bank employee, yeah. Musyarakah? Osama, you mean that's employee, the Islamic bank employee, yeah? Okay. Sure, yeah. The Islamic bank employee, they must have the characteristic of honest, yeah. And I believe also this is being honest is the universal value, yeah, where in the conventional bank they should also to be honest. They not honest, then they'll be punished by the customer, yeah, by the market. So they should do that. In Islam, they should be more honest, yeah, because what they do is not. They should believe that the impact of being not honest is not only in this world but also in the hereafter, yeah, because all we do will be taken for accountability in the hereafter, the day of the judgment. So if Islamic bank, Islamic financial institution not being honest, there's a very wrong aspect. Okay. Okay, any other question? Okay. Now, I would like, okay. Okay, yes. Thank you, Osama. If no other question, I will ask you some questions, one or two questions. Yeah. Okay. This is if, yeah, Okay, yeah, I will ask to any other students. Yeah, if you want to have a house, yeah, but the house is not exist yet, yeah, it needs to be built. What contract do you think that will be suitable for this one, for this kind of?
Murabaha.
Huh?
Murabaha.
The house is not exist yet. You need to build it first.
Yeah, yeah.
Which contract do you think will be suitable for this kind of the need of the customer?
Musharaka.
Anybody?
Musharaka.
Musharaka is investment.
Investment.
Musharaka is investment, and they're going to share profit between both parties. If you the customer wants to have a house, do you think that you're going to share the profit? It won't be, yeah. So it'll be the others. Anybody others, please? You can answer.
Is it istisna?
Yeah, exactly. Istisna. Yeah. Istisna is sale-based contract. Yeah. But the different, it is same like murabah, it is sale-based contract, but the difference is under murabaha, yeah, the product has been produced, so it is just about delivering from the supplier to the customer. But yeah, if if the product is not exist yet, needs to be built, then istisna is the appropriate contract. Why? Because under istisna, yeah, when the contract is made, the product is not exist, but there is specification that should be agreed between the customer and the bank. Then the bank, as a seller, then produce the asset. Yeah, bank can ask for the help for the contractor or for the supplier to produce it. Yeah, so that's why they have two contracts, which is first istisna and the second one is parallel istisna. Parallel istisna is the contract within bank with the supplier to produce the house or the asset based on the specification agreed. And then, yeah, the bank has responsibility to ensure that the asset is as what has been agreed with the customer. Then after the asset completed, then the banks deliver the asset to the customer, or the customer receive the asset. Yeah, then yeah, they may start paying the bank. Yeah, can be paid in full or pay based on installment based on the agreement. So istisna is that. I would like to tell a bit experience. Yeah, we have. I'm the chairman one of the Islamic microfinance. Yeah, we finance the customer who wants to build a dormitory for Islamic boarding school. What we did before, yeah, we make the customer provide the specification, and we have meetings with the customer and also with the contractor. Yeah, I call it developer. Yeah, and then it takes time. Yeah, to agree on the takes time to agree on the boarding, the building. Yeah, once we agreed on that one, and then the contractor then build that, we supervise the contractor also, and then takes time for 2 years the building, and after that, because it's just 4 floors, takes time, and then we give them after that deliver, we give them the building to the customer after it finishes. What the advantage to have istisna? Actually, the customer, if they don't aware of the Islamic finance, they just go to the conventional financial institution. But they go to the Islamic financial institution. Our customer is very happy with the result. One of that is because they get support, they get help from us, and we have the good quality of the supplier, of the developer, and then we have the risk. If the asset does not based on the specification, the customer then can refuse the asset. So we have the risk in delivering the asset. So we have the responsible to make sure that the developer build the dormitory based on the specification. The customer is very happy with that one, and then they get because if they do it on themselves, it is not easy for them to deal with the developer. There could be developer does not perform the job as that they expect. The risk is on them. But then because under istisna, the risk on the Islamic financial institution, and we do that, and then we do it very careful, and then alhamdulillah, the result is good and they are happy. And until now, the customer going to build another part of the building, and they come to us. So it is real transaction which we have. Not just giving the money and then the customer manage to build the house. Not that. We don't give the money to the customer as what the conventional financial institution give, but we give the money to the supplier or to the developer directly, so not from the customer. So if they're selling, the customer wants to buy the goods, the customer will get the goods, not the money. So this is this means that we have it with the real transaction, not just money, not the money lending as the conventional bank or conventional financial institution. Okay. Any other? We still have time, I think about 10 minutes.
So if I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for the time. And regarding the istisna, my question is related to the ownership of the building before it is paid by the customer. So it is the building owner is the Islamic bank or the customer itself? That's the first question. And the second question is, what will happen if the customer refuses to pay, or in instance like the specification has not met and the customer refuses to pay? That's the question, sir. Thank you.
Good question. Good question. Here, until the building or the asset delivered to the customer, the responsibility is on the bank, as a seller, and then if the product is not as the specification, then the customer has the right to refuse. yeah. The right to refuse, that means they have right not to pay also, yeah. But if it is based on the specification, based on the agreed, the customer has to pay, yeah. So this is under istisna. Later, yeah, after the asset is delivered to the customer, ownership move to the customer, yeah, as the owner, yeah. And then the responsibility, yeah, is under the owner or the customer, yeah, has responsibility to keep the asset, yeah. Unless there is agreement for certain period that the bank as the seller still have to responsible, yeah, for the certain period, perhaps, yeah, 1 year or half year, yeah, based on the agreement, yeah, that the assets, yeah, to look at the quality of asset, yeah, until half a year. If there is something problem, the bank have responsible, yeah. In that case, yeah, can be agreed on that one. Now, so this is very advantage for the customer, yeah, having that they have the risk is not fully on them, yeah. Unless if you take with the conventional bank, yeah, you have the money and then you build the house, it is the risk fully on you. Bank has no responsibility on the quality of asset, yeah. Bank just will receive the money from the customer because they lend the money. Starting they give the money, starting they have to pay for the one, including the interest. But under Islamic, yeah, if they choose having the istisna, yeah, they have the responsibility to provide the asset until the asset is completed and delivered. So this responsibility of the Islamic financial institution. Yeah. So that's what we have. Yeah. Actually, we also have the case that's with our customer that we build the boarding. Yeah, this already passed. Yeah, this already passed our time, our responsibility actually. Yeah, but then they report to us. Yeah, they still have a problem with the building leakage. Yeah, and then they want us to repair. This one we negotiate that, yeah, them to pay for that one, and then we can provide the ask from the contractor that we asked before. So that's solution. So this because already the period of the guarantee has passed. Yeah. So but then if you want to give the help, yeah, we can help them. Yeah. But at the time we choose the way, yeah, because we keep the good relationship. Yeah, okay, we can finance some of them, and then some of them paid by the customer. Yeah, so this is the beauty of the Islamic financial institution that we have. Yeah, that's and now we are going to get another contract from them. They're going to make another dormitory, and that shows that they feel the advantage, they feel of the benefits dealing with the Islamic financial institution. But of course, as Islamic financial institution, we should be professional. Alhamdulillah, I'm telling you that the Islamic microfinance, that I'm the chairman of that, we have our non-performing financing, or in conventional non-performing loan, it is under 1%. In fact, yeah, in general, in Jogja or in national non-performing loan, yeah, it is more than 5% in general, but we have less than 1%. Yeah, that means that our customer is very committed, yeah, with their responsibility, and then they want to fulfill all their obligation, yeah. So that's we have less than 1% non-performing financing, and I think not many organization can do that, have that, and we take benefit from that one, yeah. Okay, so this one sharing our experience. Hope that answered your question.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Any others? Okay, if no, I will ask, yeah, maybe participant from, is there any from Malaysia here? Can you say something, what you understand from this meeting, is any? No from Malaysia? Mbak Nabila,
Yes, Prof.
participant, where are they from, other than UMI?
There is from Malaysia,
Okay,
Palestine, and
okay,
yes, sir, and Indonesia.
okay, okay, from Palestine, anybody? Is it Mofala from Palestine? Oh, Muhammad Al-Bakari.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, brother Muhammad Bakari. Can you say what you learned, yeah, from today's meeting? From this,
المرابحة المشتركة الإكزامز أمثلة everything.
huh? Yeah, Mofala, yeah, from Palestine. Can you say something? What you learned? Oh,
Hello, Prof. Actually,
hello.
my English is not good.
Yeah.
Actually, my English is not good. I will translation the files and study in home.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prof.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Others? Anybody from Malaysia? Hello? Is it Nasrina Khaira?
No, sir, I'm from OMY.
Oh, from UMI. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. But Nabila, I think it's already almost 5 o'clock. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think I can pass the session to Mbak Nabila for the closing. Yeah.
All right,
But
sir.
before that, any question? No, if no, okay. I think that's all from me also. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for Professor Rizal Yaya for the attractive material. Hopefully, it can help the audience to have a better understanding of implementation of Muamalah principle in Sharia transaction. Now we are turning to the last agenda, which is closing. As the master of ceremony, I do apologize for any mistakes during this event. Finally, I say thank you. Before leaving this event, kindly please everyone turning on your camera because you want to take a picture, and also don't forget to rename your name to your full name since it will be used in the certificate and the attendance. All right, if everyone is ready, we can start. 1, 2, 3. Once again, 1, 2, 3. And once more, 1, 2, 3. And thank you for joining this class and see you in the next class. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Mbak Nabila. See you, everybody. Inshallah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
All the best, all your success. Thank you.